Welcome to this video on how to use the settings page for a competition collection. So we access by going to the management menu, manage collections, and then we select the collection that we wish to work on and we select settings. Now you can see that there's a series of tabs along here that divide the information up into different categories. Alongside each item, when you hover on the question mark, you will see information that explains how to use that setting. The most important settings are often for a competition, this active collection, that affects whether the competition is displayed as a green button for access on the home page. You only have one competition active at a time collection. On the dates control the status of the competition. So if once the competition reaches the opening date, it'll change from a status of not open to open. When it reaches the closing date, it'll change from open to closed. Back on that general information thing, you can see that status can be changed here, but generally only if it's finalized or published. So I'll just very quickly go through each one. You can see there's the date one. So the entry limits, so you've got an overall entry limit, a print entry limit, and a digital entry limit. Any of those systems apply will stop entry either to a section, to a media type or overall. You've got your file size here and your width. Auto resize is an option, mainly only used for mobile phone competitions where the image needs to be resized to be used. The entry form, there are two options there that add features on the entry form. Entry fees, so fees are collected by PayPal, and there are three with different styles, either per entry, per competition, or a flat fee for the whole collection. Interclub is when you have a competition between members of different clubs or associations. There are two styles of interclub. This one, when this is checked, one person enters on behalf of the whole club, and there's an additional field in the entry form for the photographer name. This one is for where more than one person, each person enters their own individual entries, and they simply nominate the club they belong to. Prints, if you have a print media competition, there's a couple of options here. Please read the set display order one very carefully and make sure you understand that. This is the most common when you mail images in and you've got high volumes. This set display order will appear on the label as well. Result entry, this is a special situation generally for international competitions where only one award is allowed to be awarded to an entrant in a section. There's a publishing option here that affects the letter, the results message that goes out, and doesn't include a link to create award certificates. The catalogue, again, is just a fairly unusual option to show the online score in the catalogue. The presentations is the presentation.html file that is created and is embedded in the zip file that you download from the downloads page. And there's some options here for turning on and turning off features. Now the judging panel is the online scoring page for judges, because online scoring is a panel style of judging. And as you see, this is using 1 to 9. If it's not set, it would be 1 to 5, and that it has an acceptance score. And there's these other two options to allow the option to submit queries and whether to show the title. Okay, now this judging panel one, if you don't see it and you see judging individual, it means that the judging type is set to judging individual. So when I set that to individual, you can see how it changes to that, and there's certain settings for that one as well. But for a competition, most times you're using 3 judges typically, and the options are there. The option users panel. So also on this page, you've got other options here to do the other settings associated with the collection. So this manages all the collection competitions. This manages the scoring regime. This allows you to duplicate this collection, so it's a setup for the next time you run it. And this is the pre-entry checks that allows you to set up the entry form to have the right options that the entrant has to fill in when they enter. This one will create events for closing and in the calendar, and this obviously deletes the collection. Okay, that's enough for now. There'll be separate videos eventually on these 4 options here. Also, you will see a help button on this page once that gives you access to this video, and obviously you can also access the video on the help using My FATA Club. Thank you.